Thank you so much for coming out. Yes, give it up for all the comedians this evening. You've been fantastic. I love Ben. I'm so excited to meet this young gentleman.
One more time for your host, Ben Alessi, please. What a wonderful host.
I feel like the volume scared away some people, but those of you who stuck, the true heroes, I'm not rushing through this. We're taking our time. My wife's not Russian either. She's Ukrainian. Fun fact about Eastern Europe. Not all Eastern European countries greet each other with an open mouth kiss. Found that out the hard way this Christmas reunion. And yet. No, a lot of nee. It's confusing because Russian and Ukrainian sound so similar. Sometimes my wife speaks Russian and I'm wondering if she just does it to piss off Zelensky. I don't really like Zelensky. I think Zelensky looks like an Amish man who just discovered electricity. All the photos of Zelensky are... He's always like, he's scared or he's very reactive. He's a reactive guy. I'm not a Zelensky guy. I'm not a Putin guy either, but I feel like if Putin and Zelensky had to fight it out, I'd go with Putin. I don't even want to get into it about our current president, but hoping to stay away from physical fights that won't decide the White House. I'm not really excited for next year with all the election stuff. That stresses me out. The only other thing that stresses me out, I think, is, besides stairs stress me out tremendously, is weather. There's been a lot of snow. Snow sucks, you know. You don't know if you can go do things. Yesterday we had 3 to 6 inches, 8 in my house. And I was happy to stay inside, hang out with my wife. We get here today, and I'm just thankful for no tornadoes, because we had a couple of them 3 months ago. Tornadoes are very personal. They take the storm, they come to you, just zoom. Also, rainstorms, less personal, more just belligerent. Just rain, you get rain, you get rain, you get rain. Thanks to chemtrails. You guys know they're real. I feel like with chemtrails, there's been a lot less cyclones, but for some reason, like, double the hurricanes. Every year, there's like 30 hurricanes. I'm always wondering what's with the hurricane naming system. There's a racist thing going on with the hurricane naming system, and hear me out on this. Just last year we had Hurricane Walt, Hurricane Edward, Hurricane Brett, Hurricane Franklin. The white privilege must stop. Bring back the fun ethnic names. What happened to El Nino? Those are the good old days. Hitler loved hail. He always tried to get people to catch that. He said, hail Hitler, Hitler, but it never stuck. It never stuck. Hail's a tough one to go against. You don't ever know what you got coming at you. It could be all different types, sizes. Things that I love about marriage, being married to my beautiful wife, the surprises, you know? Sometimes you never know what's going to come your way. It could be good, it could be bad. With Ukrainians, very extreme. Love drinking, fighting. My wife and I meet halfway, and we enjoy eating and sleeping together. It's my peace joke. I think appreciate you. I've achieved peace better than Zelensky's done. At least I got a truce going. I could look at my phone for some jokes if that's what we needed, but I think we should take the time while my dad's here. And my buddy Drew, who's blind, he was going to come out. I don't know if Drew made it. Maybe he is here. Drew, if you're here, say something. Okay, Drew's not here, but he couldn't see me if he was. Don't worry, he'll hear this. It's like he was here. Oh, it's not. We really love Drew. We genuinely wanted. The weather stops some people from being here. One time, Drew was like, "Hey Ben, come pick me up." I said, "Okay, Drew, I'll come pick you up." He's at the VFW. I live down the street. He said, "I've been working here for 15 years." Okay, he said, "I don't have an address to give you. I'm just going to tell you where to pick me up." He's been there for 15 years. I'll take his word for it. My attendant at the time was a homosexual from North Philly. And he would come to my house, and this gay guy from North Philly he'd give me a lot of sass. And I was like, "Today we got to go pick up my blind friend." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, we got to go do that." And he's like, "Why don't we have to be back by 5? I don't like driving." I found out later why he didn't like driving, but stay tuned. So Drew was like, "Come get me," gives me the directions. I just kind of blindly follow him. I get to a place, I'm like, "Hey Drew, are you sure? Like, there's cones up and down this place." And he's like, "Yeah, you just got to drive past the cones, and you make a right." And so hindsight is 20/20 for everyone, except Drew. But That right led us off a ditch, and the gay attendant ditched the car, which, no pun intended. He ran. He didn't have his license, I guess, and so it was just me trapped in a car, and I'm in a ditch at the VFW, so I had to call them, and I was like, guys, please come get me. I'm trapped in the ditch. I'm paralyzed already, so it's not like, don't panic, I can't get out of the car. But I don't know if you know, like, the type of people that work emergency services or do, like, fire, and it's good, we want them, you know, they're prepared, but they're ready for something to happen, and they heard that a car went in a ditch and there's a paralyzed guy in it. Before you know it, I have 12 people trying to bust in my car, and I'm, like, fighting them. I'm like, no, stay out, get it, what are you doing? So, anyways, now we know not to take directions from Drew, but Drew, when you hear this, just know, bro, I love you, I wish you're here tonight, and we'll see you again, we'll get you coming out here again soon. We had 7 comics tonight, guys. I'm the 8th comic. I don't have to be the man, so let's set the standard reasonably, right? But I hope you guys had fun. I want to shout out my friend Kim, making the trip all the way out from Collegeville, PA, and my beautiful parents, my buddy Mike. A lot of you guys came out. I appreciate you. I have a special list here. I wrote 10 thoughts for life to share with you guys at below market cost. I used a penny for your thoughts as a reference. So to the world, you're just one person. But to one person, you may be the world. That person may be a stalker, and you should really look into that. The passing lanes on either side of the road face each other. That way, worst case scenario, the crazies take each other out. Survival of the fittest, not fastest. People who write no caption needed must really want a caption. I don't think captions are ever needed unless the photo is so bad that I don't know what I'm looking at. Or if it's a baby, because for those first 2 years of a kid, I never know whether it's a boy or a girl. It doesn't sound like a lot of people know once they get older either. It's not a joke. It's not funny. Why are we dealing with respect in ounces? Who decided that? Sometimes people get angry with me and they tell me they don't have an ounce of respect for what I do. And I tell them I don't have an ounce of anything. I have a few eighths. Maybe they could spare a gram of respect. They say don't bite the hand that feeds, but I don't think that biting any hand is ever a good thing. In case maybe it would be one of those things that saves you, like like something that doesn't come to your mind. You're supposed to do it, like punching a shark in the nose. Maybe like biting the hand of a monkey if he attacks you. I don't know. I can't think of a time where biting a hand would help. So don't bite hands. Don't bite anyone's hand. And don't let people feed you. That's just weird. Best friends is a lot of pressure. I feel like people only talk about best friends at weddings or funerals or online posts. And there's so many more online posts than there are those people at the funerals. It's just a sad truth, okay? We all die alone. Some of us more alone than others. There's a website you can set your friends up to be visited by Jehovah's Witnesses. It's a real thing, and especially since COVID, it's been achieving a lot more popularity as they can't come out as during the COVID times, whatever. That's not part of the joke, guys. It's real, okay? So there's a website you can set your friends up to visit by Jehovah's Witnesses.